Hi everyone, I'm Yarden Arel and this is Inside Israeli Basketball. In this edition of Inside Israeli Basketball, Maccabi Haifa turns a new leaf on the season. Recently hired head coach Miki Gorka explains how the team can make several key improvements on the court in the last few weeks of the regular season. The Green Apes are some of the most hardcore fans in Israeli basketball. Maccabi Haifa turns to their biggest fans for a unique home court advantage. As the Super League regular season begins to wind down, we see which of the league's top players are leading their teams into the playoff race. Omri Casspi and several other former Super League players are making some noise as stars in the NBA. Frank Robinson and Avi Ben-Chimol look for some common ground off the court as they take a tour of a local winery. All that and more next on Inside Israeli Basketball. Miki Gorka was recently hired as Maccabi Haifa's new interim head coach. Gorka has spent several years as an assistant coach in the Super League and is excited for his very first run as head coach.
First of all, I was surprised. For a guy that never been an head coach in Division 1 to get a club like Maccabi Haifa, which is a big club in Israel, it's a huge opportunity.
I think Miki has the basketball IQ to kind of put everybody in places that they need to be successful. Not only just being on the court and just running wild.
You know, you can see it in practice when we go through film sessions, how he just goes over each player's, their strengths and their weaknesses.
He's a good guy to have around. He rebounds for you when he needs it. He jokes with the guys, but he's also serious, and he knows his X's and O's. He's always, lets us know what the other team's doing.
What they want, that we will take quick shots from outside. That's what they want. What we want is to go inside. How we do it? If we swing the ball, if we move, we create some motion. I've been here as assistant coach for 3 years, and I care about this club. And I hope, and I want to prove everyone that Jeff made the right decision. Look for the big guys, somebody flash! High post!
Coach Gorka knows several changes need to be made in order for the team to make a quick turnaround.
We have the talent. I think we have to change the attitude of the players. Players must be committed more to the team, the success of the team. Players need to start to think about the team and not about themselves.
Everyone wants to come in and score, and shoot, put up shots and whatnot. But, I think that could be detrimental to a team, on any team. And so I think if players are here, they know their role, they embrace it, and they do it on the court, I think it'll make it a lot easier to play basketball and for us to play as a team.
I was thinking about, about our team, and I want to challenge all of us, okay? This is a challenge for all of us. Let's see if for the rest of the 8 games, we can become the best defensive team in the league. We are talking about the X and O's. I think we have some good defenders here, but they have to understand the team defense. Because if 1 or 2 out of the 5 putting pressure on the ball, it's not good enough. We need 5 people that playing defense together.
Our problem defensively is the communication. We don't talk. We don't talk to each other on defense, and on offense we go 100% because we have a lot of offensive-minded players. So I think now, if we try to focus on that for these last 8 games before the playoffs, I think it'll help us out a lot if we communicate with each other.
We need 5 guys on the court playing good defense at the same time. 5 guys, not 1, not 2, not 3. We need 5. For me, most important that I know each one of you believe in himself, which is great. I believe in each one of you. But you must believe in your teammate. You must. We have to take every game from now on. We cannot lose any games. We have to come with the attitude. Every game we are coming to win. And winning will bring the confidence. And winning will bring back the fans that we need them so much. And we can turn the season. Yeah, let's go!
I know everybody's going to play hard for him. He knows what he's doing, He knows a lot about the X's and O's also, and he knows how to make players play hard for him. So So he's going to be a good coach.
It feels good. I feel like I'm in the right place, and I'm ready.
Here is basketball analyst Simi Rieger with the Haifa Report.
Maccabi Haifa continues to build their team chemistry going into the last 2 months of the season. Marco Killingsworth continues to dominate in the paint in every contest. The team's MVP averages 17 points a game, third in the league. One of the best performances of the season came against Rishon, where he recorded a double-double, 27 points and 10 rebounds. If we can get him to play defense, he'll be a complete player. The Greens have featured some balanced scoring of late. The team's second leading scorer is Frank Robinson with over 15 a game. Rookie Sylvan Landsberg follows with 13 points per game, and Yishai Kadir has been a complementary force in the paint with Killingsworth, putting up 10 points and 6 boards a game. Point guard Jermaine Jackson has contributed solid minutes for the team since being acquired mid-season. He leads the team because he's a natural leader, and he has over 5 assists per game. 7-footer Robert Rothbard has seen his minutes go up as of late. He has a career game high against Maccabi Tel Aviv with 16 points and grabbing 15 rebounds. We'd like to see him more on the court. With a new coaching staff in place, Haifa is confident that the positives in the win column will make a run at the Super League standings.
Coming up, we go into the stands and get to know Haifa's loudest fans, the Green Apes. For basketball teams, having home court advantage is always an important factor. Here in Haifa, Maccabi relies on their thunderous 6 men, the Green Apes.
When you're out there playing and you feel the crowd is behind you, it definitely helps you. It makes you more motivated.
It's just a small group of them, but they sure do a great job of being loud, pounding their drums, chanting for the entire game, and it really does help us.
It's funny. They're called the Green Apes, and they nicknamed me the Green Goblin after the first game. So it was just to hear that, and I've heard about them through Devon Jefferson. He told me a lot about them and how crazy they get in the game.
I think the crowd had a big part in our game against Paris too, because it was really a game of momentum, and we were playing. It was an energetic game.
They were crazy. I think they're 6 man. They really helped us push that lead out to what it was. The fan support we got that night, the noise they were making, it was like none other I've seen before. We went to Paris and I thought they were pretty loud. They had their drums going, but when we came here and they did their little routine, I was like, wow, this is crazy.
I think they helped us a lot. The momentum, playing with them behind us, and to have people cheering for you after you do something good and positive for the game, it always carries on. And I don't think Paris had an answer for the Green Apes, to tell you the truth. Not just us, it was us again and them versus Paris. And I think that helped us a lot.
Maccabi Tel Aviv continues to lead the league to no one's surprise. In Week 19, against a weaker Hulon team, Tel Aviv seemed to be losing their edge in the first 2 quarters as the guest team started dreaming about a victory. But David Blatt's team managed to come back and get a tight win at the end. Maccabi's confidence came back a week later when they simply crushed a disorganized Hapoel Jerusalem team at a home court. Deron Perkins recorded a triple-double in the game, becoming only the 6th player in Israeli basketball history to do so. Maccabi Tel Aviv had a blowout, winning by 41 points at the end of the game, leaving no doubt that the Super League's boss is still yellow. Not far behind and getting stronger lately, Bnei Hasharon is on the Super League road with 4 straight wins. Lee Nalon, the superstar from the NBA, continues to lead the league with an average of 19 points per game. The lefty is unstoppable, and his teammate Sean James from Duquesne holds the double title of the best rebounder and an unbelievable shot blocker. He gets 10 rebounds a game and over 3 blocks per game. Hapoel Jerusalem, still recovering from Tel Aviv blowout in Week 20, still is almost on the top of the league, with Jason Rich from Florida State as the best scorer with an average of 15 points per game. Yuval Naimi, who was benched earlier in the season, comes right after Jason with a great performance the last few games of 11 points per game. Galil Gilboa shows that the inconsistency is the most consistent about them between week in and week out. Gal Mekel leads the team with an average of nearly 12 points a game, and he is also the best in being the league's best waiter. He hands out over 6 assists per game. The middle of the league is jam-packed. Teams are separated by a game from 3rd place to 5th place. It's really exciting, and the idea of it getting much tighter is even more exciting as we approach the final weeks.
Up next, we meet some of the many players who have made the leap from the Super League to the NBA, including Israel's own Omri Casspi. Just last year, Omri Casspi was the first Israeli ever to be selected in the first round of the NBA draft. Over the years, NBA teams have welcomed many former Super League players, as we'll see here. Basketball players around the world aspire to play in the NBA. Many consider playing in the Israeli Super League as a step toward getting into the highest level in basketball. In the 2009 NBA draft, Omri Casspi made history by becoming the first Israeli to be selected in the first round.
I feel blessed to be in this position, you know. Playing in the league, be the first one for my country, represent not only myself, and it's great.
At every NBA stop, his Jewish fan base comes out strong to get a glimpse of their hero in action.
It's a welcome for Sacramento number 18, say shalom to Omri Casspi.
Can't express it in words, man. It's just really nice. Give me a lot of energy to continue feeling just grateful.
In the last few years, many former Super League stars have been signed by NBA teams, including Detroit Pistons guard Will Bynum. Caspi's Sacramento Kings teammates Pooh Jeter and Beno Udrich also spent a season in Israel.
It's a good league, and there's a lot of good players that dream about playing here, and it's a very good league, and been getting more competitive in the last couple of years, so we've been good.
One of the most notable players to have played in the Super League is Cleveland Cavaliers forward Anthony Parker. After being drafted into the NBA in 1997, Parker was disappointed in the way his career began. He decided to spend several years in Israel in order to improve his game. After 6 years of championship titles with Maccabi Tel Aviv, Parker got the chance to return, signing with the Toronto Raptors in 2006. Former Miami Heat player Carlos Arroyo spent 1 season in Israel before returning to the NBA.
At that point in my career, Maccabi had offered me a great deal and an opportunity to run a respectful European team, so I was up for the challenge. It's what I wanted. It's what I felt it was right for my career at that moment.
In 2009, the point guard helped lead Maccabi Tel Aviv to a Super League championship.
If you know Maccabi, it's all about winning. I thought I had an idea, but it wasn't like I thought. There's more pressure than anything. So, but it was great. It was great. I love it. I loved it. I miss it a lot. I met a great culture, a great country, and I met a lot of friends over there.
When we come back, Frank Robinson and Avi Ben-Chimol get cultured as they learn about wine tasting.
Avi Ben-Chimol is the only true point guard that we had till Jermaine came. He's a true point guard, he's a guy that's looking to run the team, he's a guy to put all the other players in the game. I think the team was really hurt when he was out because we basically play without a true point guard on the court. And I believe that now that he's finished his injury, and hopefully will get back in a good shape in a short period of time.
Summer league this year, I was with the Lakers. I played okay. I didn't have a great summer league, but Coach Elad, he saw a lot in me. He spoke to a lot of guys about me, and one of them being a guy who was here last year, who was one of their leaders last year, Devon Jefferson, who was a childhood friend of mine. I talked to Devon about Haifa and about the coaching staff here and the management and everyone, and he had nothing but good things to say, so it was almost a no-brainer.
One thing that we saw this week about Frank, he has the characteristic to be a leadership. He's very tough. From the first moment he stepped on the floor, he talked to the guys. He's very positive, trying to help us, the coaching staff and the players. I see that he's talking to the young players, trying to tell them to correct their mistakes. I think he's very positive to the team, and I believe he will contribute to the team a lot during the season.
Both players may come from different parts of the world, but Avi Ben-Chimol and Frank Robinson may have found something in common off the court. Our cameras caught up with them as they visited a local winery.
I'm Avi, this is Frank. I'm about to give him a tour about Rockefeller's house.
No, it's Rothschild.
No, it's Rockefeller, man.
Rothschild.
It's built in 1982.
1892.
You know what? Let's ask Valerie, she knows more than us.
Hi guys.
Hey.
I'm Valerie, nice to meet you. Well, welcome to the Karma Winery. We're glad you're here, and this is a historic winery of Israel.
One question. This is Rockefeller's house?
No, Rothschild. In 1892, right? Not 1982.
No. 1892.
Pay me.
So basically, once the grapes arrive and they've been given the okay, they're dumped into this hopper here. Skins, the leaves, the stems, everything goes in here that works, okay? This conveyor moves the grapes very gently along into what's called a destemmer. This destemmer gently removes the grapes from the leaves and the stems.
They all the time did it like this because from what I remember at school, they teach us that they used to step on it with your barefoot.
But with your toes and Avi's toes, and now it's not just Avi. There's about 3 guys that have these black toes. You know, it's okay to have maybe 1, 2, but they have like 4 or 5 black toes on each toe, on each foot, and it's kind of disgusting. The majority of toes these days are like your toes, and I would rather use this than your
Basically, I don't prefer to drink wine from your toes either, so it doesn't really matter. So it's better like this.
So then you find a good
it's better like
compromise.
this.
You find a good
Yeah.
compromise, right? Okay guys, we're going in here. This is the original building. This is where Rothschild had to build his cellars to keep the wine cool. Caves, cellars, whatever you like to call it.
Cave.
Very special.
Oh, I'm sorry. Caves?
Well, cellars.
Like bats and caves?
I'll hold your hand.
Nah.
No, thank you.
Okay guys, I thought I'd bring you in here. This is a really, really special place. This is a little secret room. We are actually standing right now on a vat, which is about 70,000 litres. And this was used as what they call a slick. During the war, in the War of Independence, they used to hide the arms in here. So nobody knew it was here. This place was like a maze. You can see all these little, this was a little escape route inside to the winery. So this place has so much history.
But he's a good looking dog.
That is a great looking dog.
Man, is he crazy? That's a wolf.
I have this fear of dogs. It could be a Chihuahua.
Look, he's nice. Listen, I'm scared of dogs. But look how he came to me. He's my friend.
In California, wolves don't crawl around and just walk around.
We're going to taste a few different ones, but remember the raw material is sweet. Wine grapes are always very, very sweet. So when we check wine, guys, we hold the glass by the stem. He's right. Sorry, Frank.
This is cognac. For real, to keep the glass warm.
The reason we do this for wine is just to check it, so we can look at it. We don't want to warm it up. So this allows us to look at the wine.
Ooh.
Different?
So strong. Very different.
Take a sip of wine like this.
On that, I have to swallow.
Take some air through the wine like this. It's not a throat wash. Take a little sip, swish it, then swallow it. Once again, to your health.
Thank you.
And to your success. Cheers. Thanks so much for coming.
Cheers with me.
And we'll see you again, I hope.
That's it for this edition of Inside Israeli Basketball. Don't forget to follow Maccabi Haifa and the Super League all season long on triangleinternet.tv. Thanks for joining us.